Team deathmatch. Let's do this.
What's up everybody, Jay's Guy here, and today we are going to be having a little discussion about films. Again, if you guys can remember back in, I think the spring it was, I did a most anticipated films of 2012, and I decided to go through and, talk about the films I've seen, and, were they as good as I expected them to be? And unfortunately, in most cases, no, they were not. But also, what am I excited about for the rest of the year? Because we are not done yet. We have a few more good releases to look forward to, and I think it'll be interesting to discuss them. So let's get this started. Films I've seen and kind of didn't enjoy as much as I'd hoped to would be certainly Prometheus and the Bourne Legacy. Prometheus, I kind of don't want to discuss that in too much detail because coming up soon is in fact going to be a dual con with my good friend Gaming Feud, or Dave. We're going to talk about the film because he's seen it. I'm going to rewatch it and we're going to give our opinions on it. And when that comes out, I will send you guys a handy dandy clickable link, and you can go check that out. I'll make a quick 10-15 second link video that you can go and view, and then it'll probably take it over to his channel and you can watch that. So I won't talk in too much detail about Prometheus. The Bourne Legacy, on the other hand, it wasn't a bad film. It was it's kind of the same way that James Bond films aren't bad films. They're just not good films. I mean, they're not great. Like, that you don't come out of that film thinking, oh, that was amazing. You kind of think, oh, that's good. That was kind of, an hour and a half of entertainment. It wasn't, intellectually stimulating. It wasn't, all that adrenaline pumping. I mean, of course, you got the set pieces. But, the main problem I found with it is that if you have watched both the first Bourne film and this, all three of the Bourne films, the proper Bourne films, I'll say, and the new one, you'll realise that pretty much the new one just feels like the first one again. Like, the whole storyline about, secret operative, then, escapes and, finds female friend, that's just the same as the first film, but then repeated in the fourth, which kind of seems to me like they run out of ideas. I mean, hopefully they won't end up in the whole Bond cliche cycle of, get sent off, find girl, have sex with girl, save the world, go have tea with the Queen kind of cycle. Hopefully they will be able to expand it. But I do like the way that the two films kind of contrasted in the way that the first film was all about, the first series of films was about mental, changing the operative psyche, whereas the new films, or the new film, seeing there's only been one, gotta stop messing up with my plurals here, is more about changing them through chemical processes. They have these pills that make them smarter and more physically able. The other film that I talked about and saw was The Batman, the final Batman film, The Dark Knight Rises, and that was as good as I expected. I still don't think it's better than the second one. The second one really was the pinnacle of the trilogy, in my opinion, but they did some great things with that film. It did have some pacing issues. I mean, they pretty much, put all of the action to the last 20 minutes or last half an hour, which they really should have made the whole film about. They couldn't really decide what to do, I think, at the end either, because, I kind of don't want to spoil things if you haven't seen the film, but they, there's characters die and then they come back, or are they really dead, or, and also the way that they deal with one of the main characters, one of the main baddies, you'd think they'd have a big and interesting death scene, but it's really an anticlimactic, they just get blown up by rockets. So it was good, but it wasn't the best. Now, what am I looking forward to for the rest of this year? We got the first half of The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, coming out in cinemas in December, and we also have Taken 2, which I'm looking forward to coming out. I love me some Liam Neeson. The first one was great. I will find you, and I will kill you, even though that's not how Liam Neeson sounds. But anyway, so those are the two films that I think I'm pining or putting my interests on for the last part of this year. Now, the gameplay. As we're just about to pick up. Yep. The helicopter support standing by with the G3 assault rifle. I enjoy using this, especially with the keyboard and mouse, because it's kind of accurate, and you're gonna single shot with the mouse. You can fire a lot faster on PC. I've found that I had a pretty good trigger finger back in the console days. Yet it's kind of nothing compared to the ability to click your mouse. If you're on a keyboard right now, just try and not a keyboard. If you're on a PC right now, just try and click the mouse as quick as you can. You'll notice it's a lot easier than pulling the trigger. I thought this gameplay showed some pretty good shooting skills, personally. There's a couple clips that have, enemies that you probably wouldn't have seen, or you probably didn't see. Of course, I've got a higher resolution than the output file of this render. I'm probably playing at am I playing at 720 or am I playing at 1080? I can't remember. Unfortunately, this server doesn't have choppers on. You know, if you'll notice, I think I just called in the chopper there. It'll come to the map and then just disappear. You know, without circling. So I could have had a lot higher score if the choppers had been enabled, because you know, kill streaks kind of stack in this game. But unfortunately, alas, no. And coming to the end here, this was a nice little shooting section, displaying some good accuracy. So if you liked the video, then leave a like. If you did not, then leave a comment saying what you think I should do to improve. Cheers.